do you believe every man should have?
I think at the root of it, it's protector. To me, that's the traditional value of a man, which is, hey, take on the weight of the world for everyone because you love them. You would rather risk and give up your own peace to make sure your wife, your family, your kids, your mother, they all get to keep theirs. So at the end of the day, it's very simple. It's a provider and it's a protector.
She sells on the seashore. She sells seashells on the seashore. She sells seashells on the seashore. She sells seashells. Fuck! She sells seashells on the seashore. You ever heard your name whispered over a mountain? Dude. Alright, I'm done.
Anything for a girl that you wouldn't normally do yourself. People tell me, they're like, oh yeah, but if a girl's with you, she gets to go to a nice restaurant. And I'm like, no, I'm going to that restaurant no matter what. Like, nothing about my life is there to impress a girl. And they can tell if you're doing something that you wouldn't normally do. It's not going to be natural. It's not going to be confident to you. Even when I was 16, teenager, broke, like my dates with my girlfriend back then were a walk in the park, or like those Barclays bikes in the UK. Stuff that was like 5 pounds, 10 pounds, and it felt natural to me. And I think it's better to do things that but you make it look effortless than trying to portray a lifestyle and a girl can just tell that you're just not that.
Kendrick more than Drake. And then what I said was like, do you like Taylor Swift? She's like, I love Taylor Swift. I'm like, exactly. Always the Taylor Swift fans that like Kendrick.
More people want Drake than like Kendrick. That's why that whole thing went down.
But they can't cancel the boy. You can't cancel bro. When I'm riding down 3 a.m. and I'm in my fields, I'm putting on Drizzy, bro.
Yeah, you're in your fields a lot.
First get started with their career, they think so far into the clouds. Like they're thinking about ownership and thinking about big enterprise plays, and like they have like all of these massive grand visions, and I just don't think that's the way to go. Like first you start off as, you start here, just exactly like I did. You start here and then eventually you work your way up, and then, you know, one day you're 10 years into an industry and you're looking at your office and you're a co-owner and a multi-billion. I didn't enjoy the people that I worked with, whether it's my own companies where I'm the sole shareholder or whether where I'm a co-owner with a large stake in the business. So I don't rub shoulders every single day with my team at these companies, but still very involved. And it's just genuinely without these people, like, I don't know, man, I just think I retire at this point. That kind of goes to show it. It's not always about making the most amount of money. I think sometimes for your soul, it's important to love what you do. And by the way, love what you do to me also doesn't mean like every single day is like roses and sunshine and blah, blah, all the stuff. Today, there was a very difficult C-suite conversation we had to have in this room, like a 3-hour conversation about some things directionally where we might be missing the mark or we could show up better, some key hires. It was just like, today was like one of those heavy conversations. So when I say that do what you love, I don't mean that in like an airy-fairy, oh, if it feels difficult or if it feels hard or if it feels like there's a part of the work you don't like, well then, oh, you're not meant to do it. It's like, no, like honestly, 80% of whatever you do will always kind of suck, and that 20% will make the 80% worth it 10